Hello and welcome again to Ruinarch. It is a new day and hopefully one filled with incredible violence. Because things have been kind of stagnant in the last one. Not as crazy actiony as they have been some other times. But we are really set up at this point in time. We have Tim. We have Tim's... hold on, Tim, where he is? What you doing, Tim? Tim and his relationship with I'm hoping a friend? No... What? Tim, you can't not know the person living in your village. You're the faction leader and settlement ruler of this lady in your village. You can't just not have a relationship with her. You gotta at least know her, good or bad. Something's gotta be going on with there. Tim, you're a strange man. You're a strange man, Tim. I love you. No one else like you here. You are strange. But, I don't know. Maybe that adds spice to our fun, happy times that we have here. Speaking of fun, happy times, let's go over and have some fun, happy times with the elven folk again. Who doesn't like to hang out with the elven folk? The elven folk are all practicing vampires. Well, I say all, but they have a tamed fire elemental. Sorry, that one took me off guard for a second. And what can we do with elves that are tamed and plagued and all that other fun stuff? I'm not sure. This guy's a cannibal. How about we double down on the cannibalism with a little vampirism? Can we not do that? Oh, we can't because he has a phylactery, and we can't get that off of him to seize it until later. Well, if we can't do it that way, we can make you ruin your building or your village with all this other stuff that's going on. We'll even make you a psychopath. Race, elves that are peasants. There you go. Have fun with your classism. I'm sure it'll be just wonderful for you. Let's move on away from there, move over down to this town, and check on this area over here. Red has proven to be a tough nut to crack, and I mean, I haven't like went crazy all in on him or anything, but I have to respect that somehow he ain't dead. I'm gonna hit this golem with lightning to set it free. Hopefully it'll get pissed off and tries to start wandering around the world here. You can never tell. But it is awake, and golems in the wild are pretty damn tough, so I think we're going to be okay there. This person's a vampire and a vagrant. Kicked out a hemophiliac. Well, we'll see what happens here. As long as he doesn't have plague, I'm not going to try and stop him too hard. But if he gets himself caught, well, that'll just be on him. Let's check out down here. We totally missed our opportunity in order to get a living revenant, so... Hopefully we're going to get another chance to do that. That is my greatest aspiration now, is to build the ghost army as like a thing of revenge or something like that to bring upon the world. I think we're going to have to remove some of these mage circles out of here. Either that or do something with Vampire Boy there. Because so far it's going to be a problem if we leave him alone there. Then there's this lady right here who is at 55% chance to staying alive. Let's give her a little brainwash. Or do we want to go... Yeah, brainwash it. I was going to see if we want to make it drop any lower. We'll try it. We'll just hit her with one of those and splash some water on her. See what happens. Her mood is absolutely 0, and it is just at a 69%. She will lose her mind the second she gets out of here, for better or worse. So, if she is cultified, we are going to have to... Oh, hold on. Please do not break my stuff. You're breaking my stuff. That does not make me happy. Then again, I did just emotionally neuter you, didn't I? There is that. I can't be too mad at you. Let it all out. Gone. Let it out. Okay, if you start attacking the portal, we're going to have some problems, little lady. So, maybe don't let it all out. And after we get her free, do we want to scheme her to try and make her join Tim's faction? Or do we want to scheme that one ghost town to see if it will summon more revenants or if it will summon other actual settlers? Oh, she destroyed the whole fucking thing. Well, how about that? We're gonna make another one though. Don't you worry. Alright, so let's go ahead and repair that. The Defiler's back, as if she never did anything at all. She is wily. I will give her that. Dolores? The hell does that mean? I don't think I'm going to worry about whatever Dolores is. I think we're going to go ahead and have her leave her faction. We'll go back to the ghost thing. That can happen on its own. This cannot. Not really. At least not the empowerment part. And now we have a Titanic mega cultist on our side again. Knights, crazy strong. Cannot mess with knights. Knights will screw you over. They will tear you down. They will make more spiders. Lost in slot right now. I have to... Let's see. Hold on. We got this little town down here who doesn't have a leader anymore. I think in the second coming of the monster cave is the way to go down here. Not really full enough on monster supplies to deal with it. I guess we could set some abominations loose somewhere. There are definitely worse things I could do. And I'm not particularly fond of this village and the little elf man who lives up there. Unless little elf man has been killed. Little elf man joined these people, but is a vampire, so it didn't work out super well for him. That's a shame. Oh well. Let's see what happens. We will throw the abominations way the hell over here, because why not? And let's see what they decide to do. They're going to the tavern. First thing to do when monsters appear in the world is go to get a drink. I'm not going to begrudge them. Life's hard. Living out in the desert, living next to and under complete demonic control. I don't know what to do with else. Ooh! Woohoo! Oh, that's very interesting. She is a full-on cult leader. But that means she wants to go off and do her own thing separate from Tim. Let's see. Character is already part of a demon cult, so she has no desire to grow her own homegrown cult. We'd have to scheme her into something else, I think, in order to make that happen. But I am definitely not going to do that. I'm probably not going to do that. Diversifying our cult even more? I don't know. That just doesn't sound like something I need to do. Vanessa over here, hanging out. Maybe if I bless her with some sky meat, she will be more inclined to help Tim on his adventures over here. And if not, I think we can persuade her to do something with us. Going full-on nocturnal, horrible, undead mega cultist sounds incredible. Also, if we go ahead and cultify her, any undead that pop out of these depopulated villages, which is new and fun and interesting, they will be working, well, not for me, but with me, and that's good enough. The other's really spreading out too. Let's go ahead and move Preston into this. Hopefully they're going to build their own bone golem at this point. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and check out a few things. Let's see who is in line to do what. Obviously, we got these bone golems in line. She's a chance to be the next faction leader, but Tim, I think, is pretty secure as the leader of these people. 9 to 10 odds he stays king forever. Human Empire of that village is down. This Demon Empire is growing. Hanging out in the kennel. That's fine. He can stay there. I mean, honestly, he's working for me, so... Are you gonna complain? I'm like the ultimate overlord of all the demons, so... I don't think it's gonna be that big of a problem. Speaking of problems, though, I think we might have a small problem. I think the abominations are just already dead. Yeah? Yeah, it looks like they've already been both dropped. Ooh, this guy is going to poison the food at Leah's house, and I believe Leah might be the village leader? Well, that's fun. Have fun, Mr. Crazy Vampire. Vanessa created her own faction out here. No. Vanessa, I want you to read this book. It will bring me much joy. There we go. Alright, let's seize Vanessa before she decides to build a lair there next to us. We don't need that much overlap. No one's living here. I believe we kidnapped her from over in this area, correct? That sounds right, but I could be horribly wrong. We have this area. Oh, no wonder this place is depopulated. I was like, huh, I thought I remembered a village here. Turns out this monster cave grew to the point where it could not be contained anymore. So that's a lot of fun. But we want to put her in an area with an active bunch of settlements. Could that be here? Depends on the elven population, honestly. Because if... I need a population numbers thing. Not there. Oh, actually, I know what to do with her. If anyone can take down Rhett and his little village, it'll be her. So let's throw you right there, Miss Vanessa, and see what you can do. Building a lair right there? Yeah, okay, fine, fair enough. It's away from the town, so it's not bad. Could be a little bit better, but that's fine. Is that... It's burnt, but we'll go ahead and we'll stick it over here. Reminisce about your past life if you must, but, I mean, you could have been with Tim. And Tim would have taken real good care of you. Rhett? Oh, Rhett! Someone got him! He died of starvation? What? Was he so lazy he didn't eat? There's no way. No! Was he just a cannibal? Why did he butcher someone's corpse? Hold on. Tim, acquaintance of Tim. People know Tim. How? I thought 4 more people would know Tim, but apparently it's mostly these humans. And then, of course, there's some other cultists who knew him for a little while. And then the good boy and girl that he has. But that's so wild. I could have sworn Rhett was still good. Why did he butcher someone? He's not even a cannibal. That doesn't make any sense at all. Rhett, he was inspiring all the way to the end. He grieved. Who was he grieving? Grieved and refused to eat. Grieved and refused to eat. Show alive. Rhett was so far beyond whatever we were trying to do with us. He was already insane because the person he butchered into food was apparently his wife. Frozen shot into something surprising. Mental breakdown, loss of control. What happened? Her death. What killed her? She assaulted somebody? Did you do something insane? She's a hemophiliac? That's not really... I don't know. I have no idea. That whole situation's crazy. And I think we're going to move on from there. We're going to grab Rhett and his little corpsey body and throw him over here. And then I guess we're going to watch this area. Bridget, do I know you? What's your deal, Bridget? Stay inside. Stay inside. Everything's okay. No. You should have stayed inside, Bridget. Even if I hadn't intervened, I'm pretty sure the mighty one, Vanessa, ex-knight, now undead overlord, would have been able to stop you pretty fucking easily. I'm gonna try and arrest him? No. Maybe I should have allowed that to happen. What happens? Okay, no, they have to actually knock her down in order to stop her. Explosions everywhere, though. This is a crazy combination. But Vanessa's tough. I'm pretty sure she can handle it. And if not, we will intervene our own damn selves. Deckard killed. You were kidding. Zapped. What in hell? How did he knock her down? You're under Friendlet City Center. How in all of hell did he get close enough to just outright arrest her? Who are you? How do you arrest... I mean, I guess you can arrest any monster, but this is a necromancer. You gotta get her out of there. But how? Are you friendly with anybody in particular? Let's seize her away. Hey, Tim. You got an old friend that you need to take care of. There you go. Hopefully he comes and deals with that soon, and she can go back on her way. That is so insane. How do you get close enough with like a 4,000 health necromancer to knock it on its butt and be like, hey, you're going to jail? I kind of want to let things happen, but what if she joins the village is the crazy question. Will she be creating undead armies to fight against me? I don't think I could fight a necromancer. Not as this guy. Not as the dude with no direct offensive power. Game is just lagging under all the spiders I have. But that's fine. Let's go ahead and restart the Cave of Death and Suffering. Drop some trolls. Got the spiders in here. Let's see how things go. I'm sure they'll go well. Why wouldn't they? Check for ghost. Right click, I can try and scheme for another migration. Doesn't have a factory owner, doesn't have any residents. So I can't do that. That is a shame. I thought for sure I'd be able to like induce something into happening, but it doesn't look it. Occasionally just puffs of water or like smoke or turning into water? That's odd. I don't know what's up with that. What I do know is that by now our vampirism should be off cooldown. So let's go over here. Check your deal. Hot-headed vegetables. Vampire. Kleptomaniac. Unfaithful. Have fun. I command you to have fun. You were cursed in such a way. So, this town is actually formidable. It stopped a necromancer from doing whatever it wanted, which is, I mean, that's a feat in and of itself. You know, that's another thing I wish you could do. It's just kind of forcibly untie people. Because so far, only thing who's been paying attention to this little lady right here is the spiders. And I can't break her out of her bonds. Or uncapacitate her, or whatever the hell that's supposed to be. Tim, this is your house, huh? Yeah. Tim, do you think you can, like, come over here and... I mean, what if I zap her? Well, she is still tied up. She's also zapped. That's not super helpful. Tim, God, Spider Lord you may be, but helpful you are not right now. So we have a tied up necromancer. No one else is going to grab the book and turn into a necromancer until Vanessa is dead and gone. And Tim has decided he is going to build a new house to celebrate his new friend. I'm starting to think Tim has some sort of social issues. Very interesting guy. Also a little bit insane. Look at all these spiders! Dark ritual. No, Tim. No, that is so far outside of town. Just put that next to your house. There you go. There you go. Just go home. And but maybe, like, Vanessa's right here, so maybe you can untie Vanessa, because as I understand it, you are, like, friends with her. Friendly to demons, to Quinn and to Randy and Zarenia. That at least kind of sounds like us stuff. Friends, yes. Wait. Wait, what? She went off to join another cult that... Tim, why do people not give you a chance? I don't understand. Well, at least she moved into an area that's already taken over. Also, speaking of areas already taken over, this place is super empty, and yet there's not a single revenant around here. That has to be like a really rare event. I really dropped the ball picking him up, I think. That's okay. I'll get everything figured out for the future. It's super adorable. These two have started a family out here. Less adorable that I still have to deal with these idiots in this direction. How do I want to do that? I think we have enough spiders. At least we have enough over here guarding Tim. There is no way they can penetrate Tim's spider wall. I'd say, hopefully. Let's go breed some more bone golems. And throw them near this lair over here. That might be good. And then they might just go about invading stuff, I don't know. I don't think they will. Maybe I should have put them inside of the building over there, who knows. Is the golem was killed by somebody. What is with this little town? Who is the leader of humanity at this point anyway? Let's see. It's Amidity. Who are you and what is your deal? Vigilant and suspicious peasant. And let's go ahead and do that. There we are. Having an affair, are we? Having an affair with this person right here. What if we drop... He's just some peasant. His death won't really impact people too badly, will it? Or I say death. Him being paralyzed shouldn't impact people too poorly. I don't think so. And honestly, it feels kind of just because essentially he has paralyzed Vanessa. I can't think of any way to pick her back up and get her out and dandy again, except for if Tim would do something about it, but he's quite happy to just step over her old bones and go about his merry day. So, who knows? There's some more meat, Tim. Have fun. Take a stone. Are you just going to go build? Tim, please! You don't have enough people that live with you in order to make this a sustainable thing. Does the bone golem have a house at this point? Do you think? No way. Doesn't have a spot for... Okay, so it doesn't have that, that's for sure. But there's certainly a lot of stuff over here. Scheme. Instigate war. I mean, I could... I don't know on who or why I would do it. How about this human faction? We'll instigate war upon them. Now Tim's village is against the main human faction. Make things a little bit more interesting. Tim! Tim, you did it! I had an argument with her. About what? You had a great relationship with Vanessa beforehand. Well, now Vanessa's here, but what are you gonna do? Like, this is a prison, girl. You can't live here. Going to absorb the life essence of the giant spiders in the local area. Well, fine. You know, that's fine. We have a lot of spider graves. There's no way I'm going to get it all done. Just, you know, make your way back home carefully. And it doesn't look like... Okay, she's just spawning undead. She used to work for us, so everyone should be hunky-dory. Spawn some undead, bring them back home with you. Okay, that's fine. And she has went about and built her own little place over here as a cult leader. I'm not mad at her. But I'm just stuck wondering, what is it about this place that makes it where no one wants to work with Tim? Also, what the hell? Oh, I guess they were just hanging out in the cave and exploring. Sure, whatever. Be careful exploring through here, though, because there are still plagued monsters around. Actually, we're going to throw that in here, deep into the cave. Because I do not need that being brought home and our people getting heart attacks for no reason. That would be disastrous. Now, what we can do is we can check on this, because I saw some notifications about the local monster cave getting some success. And they stole the leader of the village, who was a beastmaster. And suspicious. And then there's this person who is authoritative. So that all works out pretty well, because they're both are mage and a barbarian. Oh no, you can't be related to them. You can't be related to them. Okay. No. No. Okay, that's fine. Victor. Victor's the husband. He's the guy who arrested Vanessa. Well, we gotta get some sort of retribution for that. All the ratmen are dead, unfortunately. Vanessa roams the earth in here. I could set the ghost free, and I wonder if it would work with Vanessa. Don't know. Uh-oh, I hear violence. Bone golem, big damage. Where are you people going? Okay, you're not going over here. That's good, at least. Pulling out the Necronomicon to study. What does studying do for her in the Necronomicon? Whatever it's going on, she's not... Did it say blessed? Bored. Okay, I've like read bored plus something else. Let's... You know what? Let's seize him back. We'll see if we can set him free over in Verlini. Put him outside over here. Since they haven't like enslaved him yet, we still have the option of saving him, and that would be really nice. They still have that one spider living over there too. And I could reinfest the area with monster spiders again, in the name of Tim himself. Wouldn't be a bad idea, especially if they can propagate properly. That's kind of hard to say. That sounds like that's a bit of a fun tongue twister, as proven by my own inability to say it. Ugh. Right, I believe at this point in the night, she will be going to the cemetery to summon more monsters. And if that's the case, I'll have to watch over her for a second in case of Victor's out patrolling. I don't think anyone's seen her, or heard anything, or just anything at all. This should be a fine situation. Let's see. Victor. Oh, she's going for revenge on him. He ain't feeling so brave now. Then again, she did come at him with monstrous intent. Tim's making another spot for a new dwelling. Ordered her followers to invade. Oh shit, okay, go get him. So if I were to destroy her lair with like meteors or something, theoretically. Like if I, hold on, what's my threat? Okay, we're fine there. We splash water. Here, 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 here. Just connect it all. Let me go zap with lightning. Does that affect her lair's health? No, the lair itself is still in one piece. I don't know if you can oh, crap. Okay, so she's knocked out again, restrained by Victor. But this time she had homies to help her out. And hopefully they'll have enough brain power to release her. Damn! They are just clearing out the entire village, aren't they? And I think that broke the jail. Her bleeding poison everywhere, which is a lot of fun. Hopefully these guys have enough brain in order to set her free. Or she got herself up, and the first thing she did was raise this corpse of Victor. Oh, she was just unconscious. Now she's absorbing the power of Chanel. And then there's Uther, and he's immediately being blown up with spell combinations. And Vanessa is, like, all-powerful. That's our... God. I love our necromantic overlords in these games. Oh, well, at least the spiders will be here and have plenty to infest. But in the meantime, it looks like Vanessa is going to be stuck here cleaning the situation up. Good girl, Vanessa. Proud of you. And then there are the elves, who are still over here and have not destroyed themselves with plague yet, but has situations escalated. I think that can be safely said here, because the explosion, well, it's not quite explode plague, it's fire elemental plague, which is having a bit of an impact locally. There's at least that going on. And then there was vampirism. Who knows what? Someone's frozen in that? Oh, and I had a heart attack, so they're dead. I can't tell this is the fire elemental that works for them. It appears to be, which means it's probably a decent defender against more of this nasty stuff. Got a sleepy frozen earth mist. I don't see any more plague in this direction, which probably for the best. That stuff is pretty terrible for us. Or just in general. Let's go ahead and wake this golem up too. Get him out there. Put him on the prowl. Now, this is a really good spot for a monster cave, but I feel like we've done enough monster caving for this one. And we actually have one already, like, still cooking over here, right? I believe so. Holy shit. Or we did. Looks like this final spider took him out. Can I, like, go to the exact spider that did it? Yep, it's this one. With 385 health remaining. Good job, my boy. Good job. I wish something else besides spider had infester. Is there anything else? I mean, I can't say that, like, as if I 100% know, but I'm pretty sure spiders are the only thing that infest the local area. But I don't know, don't quote me. This guy is restrained, abducted outside. He's only got like 2 health. We'll seize him and the other troll and probably set them to working over here so they can be pulled out of their restraints and potentially invade this other town, because this other one is just in prison. I believe he is just knocked out. Let's just seize that because it's ridiculous. I don't know why they just won't kill my monsters. I'm not going to, like, be like, yeah, 100% ruin my plans, but I am going to be confused what they think that's going to lead to, because that is a very strange situation to be in. Ferdinand, once again, drinking the blood of people he's supposed to be working with. He's kind of an asshole, I have to admit. Hold on. Whatever, we'll just get him one of these. Make us feel a little bit better. I'm just tired of seeing his name in the feed about drinking stuff. I don't even think I made him gluttonous. He's just doing that because he's an asshole. And this place down here, though, absolutely beautiful. I don't think anything can get through this. Like, we got bone golems down here. I'm going to set some more bone golems to work with him, I believe. And that sounds like a great thing to pull off. More bone golems to work with Tim. Because Well, you know what? We'll have them guard the easy entrance into the base over here. That's good enough. Because we don't have a lot of actual monsters working for us. Except, of course, the spiders. But all the stuff working for Tim, like his custom-made bold golems and all that, that will be stuff that helps out himself and not necessarily us, because he likes us, but he also has his own agenda, as he's proven countless times. Did someone die? Did one of my cultists die? Oh shit. What happened? She started her own cult, and then it was over here. What could have done this to her? Hold on. Where did she go? I gotta find out what happened to her. Oh my god. There she is. Oh. Well, I suppose that's what happens whenever you... Is Tim cursed? Is he the cursed Spider Lord? There's something weird going on with him. This is the grandest village I've seen. Cultist or like just regular human village. It's got a temple, a tavern, 2 prisons, a barracks. It's got the town center, a farm. Tim has turned this into a paradise. But no one will live here with him amongst his spider tribe. Even people that are like his own family got rid of Tim. Oh, Jesus. Hold on. Who is Whitney? Why is she on my cult menu? Whitney, why are you on my cult menu? Weird. Very weird. Oh, that's her daughter, too. Well, anyway, we're going to move on from that. Oakley has studied and made more bone golems down here. Like, Tim's own family will not work with him and have went off and made their own thriving desert society. And I do mean thriving. It's doing pretty well. But at the same time, they would have been killed if I had not empowered them, I believe, because this town summoned a ghost to take them out. And then the other person who spurned 10 got turned into an abomination, and Vanessa spurned Tim, and I felt the desire to turn her into an undead, unholy monster. What is going on with Tim? Oh, hey, we have new villagers here. But where? Bridget, where are you? So they're coming out of here, walking past our town. Looks like they're not going to run into the bone golems, which is nice. This is extremely strange. The saga of Tim continues and deepens over time. He is slowly becoming my favorite character I've ever had in this. Just because of the weird situations and things that happen with him. No one will join him, and yet he is the strongest and most secure of any of his people. Anyone who has slighted him has been, at worst, inconvenienced and invaded. Or at the least, inconvenienced and invaded, and at worst have been turned into unholy monsters that don't even resemble what they used to be, forever to haunt the ruins of their own failed attempt at a cult. She's just looking at her old guitar, as if in memory. I think something's up with Tim, and I really enjoy that. That is a whole lot of fun. Oh my god. Alright, but that's going to be it for today, I think. We're going to get back to the saga of Tim and his cursed existence over here at some point. There he goes, to build another house. What is with Tim? I don't understand. But anyway, yeah, that's going to be it for today. If you want to see me play more games like this and others, be sure to check me out on my Twitch channel. I'm starting to do that through 10 a.m. Central Time, American, all that fun stuff. But I may be moving that around. Everything's not set in stone. But I will be trying to do that every day and see if I can manage to pull that off. Because it has been a lot of fun whenever people have shown up. That'll be it for today. Thank you for dropping by. Take care. I'll see you next time.